Yo, what's good everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can actually qualify for Trio FNCS Grand Finals. So before this video starts off, if you guys didn't know, every single month now, creator codes reset, and so currently we only have like 5 people using my code. So if you want to support me, and it's one of the best ways of doing so, please use code KDOG in the item shop. It really helps me out a lot more than you guys think, and it resets every single month now. So I have like no supporters on it right now. So if you want to be one of the first people to support me this month, please use code KDOG in the item shop. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you're new, because we're trying to hit 20,000 subs as soon as possible. Every single new sub was greatly appreciated. If you comment down below hashtag new sub, I will heart and reply to you guys' comments. But without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Alright, so the first thing that you need to do is you need to actually find a trio that is all in Champion League, because the only way you can play this is if you're in Champion League. So basically, just go into the comment section down below, comment down below like your credentials, like you have any earnings, what your placements are, if you play on console, what server you play on, and try to find other people that are like similar to you, similar to like your skill level also, and try to find people that you can actually trio with for this. Next is playing as much scrims as you possibly can. Scrims is by far the best way to get better at competitive, by far just the best way to practice in general, and it helps build chemistry with your new teammates also. There's so many scrim discords out there. All you have to do is basically just look up scrim discord for Fortnite and just whatever server you are, so like NAE scrim server, Europe scrim server, anything like that. Next up is something that I feel like not enough people are talking about. This is actually that this is the biggest IGL meta like ever, so you really need someone that has really good game sense and is smart with the game that can IGL you, because in this meta, like, their only rotation items are bouncers, so you really need someone that's smart, knows how to rotate, knows how to position you guys. So for your trio, I would recommend you either have 1 IGL and 2 fraggers. And if you guys don't know what an IGL is basically the person that tells the other people in the trio what to do. Like, they tell them where to go, where to rotate to, like they're the in-game leader. Like, that's what IGL means. And then you would have 2 fraggers. So fraggers are the people that go for most of the kills, go for most of the refreshes. They should be the ones that are the best at fighting, because that is basically their job. Their job is to just get as many kills as possible for their team and just to help them out so that their tarper can rotate. And that's the other thing that you can have. You can have 1 IGL, 1 fragger, and 1 support player. So most of the time the support players are the one that like carries more of the meds, and they also are the ones that tarp end game, because the fragger can go for kills and the IGL can just tell them where to go, and then the tarper just tarps. This time now you definitely want 2 fraggers and 1 IGL. It's a lot better than having a support player, because most of the time the IGL can just be the one that's tarping, because he's the one that knows where to go anyways. Now I'm going to be reading the actual thing that's like in the compete tab. So it says reach Champion League in arena mode to unlock this event. This qualifier occurs across 4 rounds. Round 1 is the champion ranked trios, and then round 2 is the top 1500 trios from EU, NA, and Brazil, and the top 700 trios from Asia, OCE, and Middle East. Round 3 is the top 250 trios from EU and NA East, and the top 200 trios from NA West and Brazil, the top 150 trios from Asia, OCE, and Middle East. And round 4 is the top 33 teams. And those 33 teams will basically be in the finals for that week of FNCS. So the top 33 teams will be put into like a custom lobby where they're all just there, and you have to basically get in the top 8, I'm pretty sure, to make it to grand finals. It might be like 9, I'm not really sure. It's different on pretty much every region, but I'm pretty sure for NA East it's like top 8 or 9 teams go to the grand finals. But then if you don't make it to the grand finals, but you're able to actually make it into like the semis or even just like the finals for that day, then you'll get something called series points. And series points is something that I actually found out about through Kinch Analytics. If you want to go, and like, he does updated series points leaderboards every single week. I'm not sure if he's going to do it for trios, but last time, like when he did it for solos, it's one of like the best ways to kind of like understand series points. You can also just watch videos on like series points to like understand it more, because it's kind of complex, and like I'm not going to get into it too much in this video. Basically, there is a ton of people that qualify through series points, so I'd recommend watching a video on just how to understand them a little bit more. But something new that they're doing this year is if you already made grand finals, you cannot play in this FNCS again. So like if you make grand finals week 1, you can't play in week 2 and week 3 and week 4. So basically you have like a whole month off almost until like the actual grand finals. Guessing what's going to happen is a lot of the pros are going to be qualifying in week 1 and 2, and then like after that there's just going to be a lot of newer people. So it is definitely possible to make grand finals, because a lot of the pros are not going to be able to be playing in week 2 and week 3 and week 4 and all that, and so you should have a better chance to actually make grand finals. Another thing that you need to know is that the only way you can make money in FNCS this year is if you make it to grand finals. There's no money in heats, there's no money in qualifiers, nothing like that. The only money that can actually win is in grand finals. Going over the actual format now, if you just look at it, you get a total of 25 points for placement and 1 point per elimination. If you have a good team that knows how to W key, you know how to fight people, I'd recommend definitely W keying your first game, just your first game though, and just see how it goes. See if you're like a really good fighting team. Like if you're just like, like you're one of the best fighters in the game, I definitely recommend W keying your first game. But if your team is a little bit nervous still, or they just don't want to W key, play for placement. It's going to be really stacked games. Just try to make it end game and just try to pop off in there with your scrim experience that you have. You should be able to do pretty good. If you're able to get in like the top 3 every game, that's really good. Trying to go for like that top 3 mark, but to get in that, you have to realize that you need to be able to get refreshes. So that's why playing scrims is the best way to practice for this stuff. I'm gonna go over heats slightly, like I'm not gonna go full into detail about it, but basically there is 4 different heats that you can get put in. Like there's like 33 teams in each heat. I'm pretty sure it's just like a custom game, and like there's 33 teams in every single heat, and I'm pretty sure like the top couple teams from each of those heats actually make a grand finals. So like it's not even like my bad about this stuff earlier, but for qualifiers you don't make it straight to grand finals, you make it to heats, and then if you make it to heats, then you go to grand finals. I didn't want to go too much into heats because I don't really know the exact number like for placement that you need to get to make it to grand finals. So basically I'd recommend watching a different video on like heats explanations and all that, because this is gonna be like a whole nother video by itself. Finally is also one of the biggest things is learning how to play Storm Surge. So like there is so many great tutorials on YouTube, because once again, like this is a really wide topic. It's a really complex thing that people like struggle with still, but dying to Storm Surge is how most people die, like that are new to making grands or new to making heats. They die to Storm Surge. So learning how to get Storm Surge is by far one of the most important things you can know in this. So basically, like if you have a Storm Surge route for your drop spot, like you go onto like a mountain or something that's kind of like edge map, or people are going to be rotating in from, and you just get tags from there. Or if you just want to watch like a full in-depth tutorial, I definitely recommend doing that, because learning how to play Storm Surge in this meta is going to be so huge. But other than that, that is all for today's video. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please subscribe to the channel if you're new, because once again, we're trying to hit 20k subs as soon as possible. So please use code KDOG in the item shop if you want to support me even more, because the creator codes reset every single month now. So using code KDOG is one of the best ways to support me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Okay, here. Are you here? Flop. Yeah, here, take flop.
They're RPGing up.
It's right here. Take flop.
Okay. I have no mats, guys. I need mats.
I'm dropping. Here. Come here. I'm dropping on my metal.
Bro, someone has to come get me.
Can you get down to them? Here, I'm dropping on you. Here's mats.
Oh, thank you. Going up. They're just...
Yeah, I connected. No, I connected.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
Just straight down.
36 crack, dead.
You want from there or no?
No, I don't have our pin.
I never got the flopper, by the way.
Pulls back.
Sorry.
I'm 1 tick to zone. Can I have a flop?
I know, we can't.
So I can go down and get kills.
20 HP.
Nice.
Shit. I'll give you heals right now.
I have 0 builds.
Here, where's you? Here.
Take.
Thank you.
I'm giving you 1 just for heal.
Yeah.
We need to heal up.
This one.
Play off together builds.
Right there. Like I'm down to go down in a sec.
Yeah, we can.
Try to claim. Wait, come here. You're gonna stay with me, ready?
Yeah.
Come here. Right here. Box.
Nice.
Good shot. Dead.
Nice. I'm gonna drop on.
On Luca.
Don't drop. It's a 3v3. I think it's a 3v2.
3v2.
No, 1v. Shield crack. Dead.
He's in storm. 36. Let's go. Wait, that was such a good game. Holy.